Hi everyone, it's Anne. Happy full moon in Virgo. I am here for a reading for this full moon, and I want to wish you all a happy Pisces season and wish you all the best, everyone out there watching, especially all my Pisces friends out there. And this is our full moon in Virgo, which occurs at 4:40 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And we will be experiencing a lot of change this month, I'm guessing, because Pisces is a mutable sign and Virgo is a mutable sign, and there's a lot of change in the air, in my opinion. And Aries season is right around the corner, and that is a new, fresh beginning, and we can expect to see a lot of energy escalating and coming forward through us and for us and all around us. So on that note, I have already shuffled my Aquarian deck 12 times in honor of Pisces season, and just now as I was holding the cards, a couple of cards jumped out, so I'm just going to pull 3 cards for our reading today, and we will see what comes up. So first I have Death. This is the card of change. So like I said, change is coming. And then next we've got the King of Pentacles. So this is the king of the earth element. And that's what pentacles represent. And the king means having a mastery of that particular element. In this case, it's the earth element, which pertains to our physical bodies and all of our material resources, including our money and our work, and however it is that we earn and manage our money, or how we attract and manage our money, and also how we spend money. And the king is really about giving and providing and creating structure and keeping everything orderly and good. And so this is really an expression that is some work that all of us are cultivating right now. So I hope you're able to enjoy that with me. And then finally, we've got the Wheel of Fortune. So this is an expression that anything can happen, and that this is a time of great opportunity for everyone, and that all kinds of change are possible right now. And also, we are coming to the end of a cycle and the beginning of a new cycle. And we see that it's the number 10 here. The Wheel of Fortune is a card traditionally that's really about an end of a cycle, as I said, and the beginning of a new one, and the truth that anything is possible with this new beginning, but we are entering a new realm, and that may be very unfamiliar. It may bring new difficulties, but it also brings new opportunities for growth and new experiences and new types of joy that we haven't experienced in a while. So I hope that you'll join me in setting our intentions to just roll with whatever comes along and make the most of it, while we remember who we truly are, whatever that means for you. Whoever you feel that you are, when you can experience yourself from a place of joy and a place of love and appreciation, that's who you really are, in my opinion. And that's the part of ourselves we want to hold on to when we spin the wheel. And as you can see in this image, the wheel has a figure behind it, which is usually expressed as the Sphinx, especially in the Rider-Waite deck and earlier decks from before the 1900s. The Sphinx was seen as a figure of wisdom and a figure of holding knowledge and having a connection with all the knowledge of the universe. And then beside the wheel, we have these snakes known as the Typhon in ancient Egyptian mythology. And that's also an character seen on the card of the Wheel of Fortune in the Rider-Waite deck, the Rider-Waite Smith deck, excuse me. And the Typhon was a figure that could bring sudden death. It could make your journey to the underworld very quick and very sudden. So this represents that we're coming to a place of big change. And the death card already announced that. And that's something that really some of us may be experiencing as a literal death of a loved one, or an experience of death very close to us. But on a more metaphorical level, it just indicates the end of a season and the beginning of a new season. And it is a natural change. It's not something to be feared, but it is something that may be difficult and bears grieving. It deserves attention. It deserves reverence. It deserves your ability to allow yourself to mourn. So I welcome you all to join me in allowing ourselves to mourn the past and to mourn what may have been and turned out to come to an end. It's a natural change and it affects everybody. In the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, we see that there is a pope and a young woman, a maiden, and a child all standing in death's path, indicating that it doesn't matter if you're a holy person or a pious person or a religious person or a person of faith or a young beautiful maiden or a child or anybody. Everybody is affected by change. Everybody is affected by death. And of course, back then, the image was about the plague affecting everybody. And of course, we can all relate to that now, having been through a pandemic and still experiencing a pandemic in our world. But aside from that, in this particular point in time, I'm sensing that there is a lot of change all around us. And I feel that the best we can do is to embrace it, allow it, welcome it even, and just have an awareness that that is what's up right now. And then again, to talk about the King of Pentacles, this is the divine masculine expression of having a right relationship with the material plane or the material world. And what that means is being respectful of the value of money and having respect for our physical bodies and having respect for the property of others or our own property. Not that you must adhere to the belief that the earth is even something capable of being owned, but that there is a certain code of conduct in our culture, especially Western culture, where we recognize that property is a thing, and having respect for our things brings us value and brings us a better experience than if we were to disrespect those things around us, including the bodies that contain our spirit. And the other imagery we see here, besides the king with his giant pentacle, is the Taurus or the bull symbol behind him. And that indicates the presence of the fixed earth quality of the Taurus, the bull, the sign of the Zodiac ruled by Venus. And it is really about really being steady and solid and anchored in the material plane, or grounded or rooted might be a better word. So this suggests that now is a time to really feel rooted where we are, maybe practice being cozy and creating a sense of tidiness and comfort at home, and enjoying and appreciating everything that we have. So I'll leave you with that, and thank you everyone for joining me for this full moon reading. And for those of you who have been reaching out to me for readings, thank you so much. And thank you those of you who have met me for virtual readings. And I'm happy to announce that the Tarot Collective will be back at Cargo in a couple of weeks, starting on March 18th, which is a Saturday. And maybe you'll come and see me or one of us for a reading at Cargo. All right, thanks everyone, and I'll see you next time for a new moon reading. Bye for now.